So cooking rice, people take rice cookers and all those things. They're not really essential. All what you need is to be careful about your measurements. So here I have 2 cups of basmati rice, but you could use any rice, it doesn't matter. Put it in a pan, and the next thing what you want to do is wash this rice carefully, because this rice is white, if you see it. And this whiteness comes by polishing the rice and taking out the little brown layer. And that means on top of this, rice starch is there. If you don't wash it, it'll turn out very sticky. So you really want to wash it thoroughly, any rice, before cooking. So let me wash it now. Just cold water, wash, use your hands, give a nice rub to rice, and you'll see the water turns white. I'll show you here it is. See, it's turning white. That's all the starch that is coming, which was adhering to the rice grains. So wash it a few times, and some rice will have a lot of white stuff. You may not need to wash it many times or a few times, depending on how much that white stuff comes out of it, or the starch, basically. So here we are. I had measured 2 cups of rice, remember? The critical part is the ratio of water to rice. 1 rice and 2 water, and that is the trick. That's all the trick what you need to know how to make rice. I boil the water. You could use cold water, you could use any kind of water. I'm using boiled water because it cooks much faster and it'll be easier for me to make it. So I've added the water to rice. All what we need to do now is give a quick stir so that it's not sticking at the bottom. And since it was boiling water, it'll take hardly any time to start boiling. At this point, I'm keeping the heat high, and you can see now it's boiling. And once it starts boiling, another trick which I'll tell you guys is reduce the heat, of course, and put either a paper towel or a regular towel, kitchen towel, on top, and cover the lid and let it simmer for about 10 minutes or so at a low heat. And what that does, what this paper is doing is, it is stopping the condensation of steam in the vessel, and that provides more even cooking. When you don't use this, the top rice is undercooked sometimes and bottom rice is overcooked. So this will help to cook it all even. In about 10 minutes, I'll open this thing and stir it with a fork, cover it, and just keep it back. It'll be done. So after about, I would say, it took us about 10-15 minutes. The rice is probably cooked at this stage. All what you need to do is open it and see it's nice and cooked. And fluff it gently. What it does is it doesn't allow it to stick too much. If you don't mind a little bit of lumpy rice, it's perfectly fine to leave it here, or just remove it into a different dish and fluff it. If you feel like you can add a little butter to it, that'll be perfectly fine. Otherwise, rice is nice and cooked, as you can see. It's ready to go with anything you like, especially Harry's curries will work wonder with the rice.